Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all will fine and well at your home. Welcome in e-learning session of SSD of class 7, and in this video today we are going to learn chapter number 3, the changing earth. Let's start the new chapter of geography of class 7, that is our changing of the earth. In this chapter we are going to learn about the movements of the earth, forces active behind the changes of the earth, because how many changes are done in our earth, it is due to the forces of the earth, because different type of the forces are active inside the earth. Now the factor responsible for the changing of the earth, what are the factors which is responsible to change the earth? Earthquake, volcano, rivers, water bodies, and impact of these agents of the degradation. But before knowing that, this is a chapter, our changing earth. That's why we gave a name of to this chapter, our changing the earth. It means the changes in the earth. When our earth is changed due to the lot of movements are there due to the human activities. So now, first of all, before knowing the changes, we should know those who gave the theory about the changing the earth. So he was the scientist, that was the Alfred Wegener, who was born in Berlin, Germany. Berlin is in Germany, in November 1880, and in 1880 he gave a theory of that was called the continental drift. According to them, before the 225 years, 225 साल पहले, 225 million years, the all continents were together. Means that there were not the 7 continents, the all continents were together, but due to the changing in the earth, slowly the continents break out and became the 7 continents. And now we can see in your book, page number 126, I can show you that picture. In this, you can see one by one. In this, you can find out. This is a picture before the 225 million years ago. Then this, due to the changes of the inside the earth, the continent has divided again, and then again, and it is a current picture, because when the changes are held inside the earth, then our continent has divided into the 7 part. So that's why to know more, you have to do the activity. What activity is there? When you have to eastern coast of the South America, try to fit in the western coast of Africa, then you will found that eastern coast of America and western coast of Africa both are together. When you have tried to be merged together, then it will be merged, because these both part is divided due to the changing of the earth. Now, when the all continents, 7 continents formed together, then they have to form the supercontinent. Means I already am writing you came before the 225 million years ago, when the all continents were together, then these continents were called the supercontinent, and the supercontinent name was the Panga. This Panga was the Greek name, and its name was the all earth. The mean of the Panga was the all earth. All earth means how much water bodies are present on all over the earth, because the all 7 continents means the water body merged together became the supercontinent, and the supercontinent is called the Panga, and this Panga is a Greek, derived from the Greek word, and it means is the all earth. Now, the Alfred gave this theory, continent theory, in 1915. But when he gave the theory, then the all scientists and the human beings denied to accept it, because they were not ready to accept this, that continent can be together. And the supercontinent can be something, supercontinent bhi kuch ho sakta hai. It is not accepted by the other leaders and the other people. But Alfred continuously tells that the continent were joined together into a single landmass, but drift gradually apart due to the internal forces. Because just I am telling you, a lot of forces, many forces are working inside the earth. Due to these forces and due to the internal activities of the earth due to the forces. This earth are changed. When the earth brought the changes, and due to the changes, the landmass of the continent has divided into the 7 parts. So now, though initially the theory was not accepted, but later the people accepted this theory of the which was called the continental drift. So now there is a we will know about the Earth's movement. What is the Earth movement? Earth movement has the 2 parts: the lithosphere plate and the tectonic plate. As you all know, the tectonic plates are responsible to brought the earthquake, volcanoes and the other. Means that when any natural disaster had to held, then only this tectonic plates, any movement of the tectonic plates are responsible, because there are the 7 tectonic plates inside the earth. So means that how it is work. Listen carefully. The earth of the crust of the earth is broken into a number of large small plates. Means that when the earth is there, for an example, that is the earth, when we have to be digging it and broken it, then it is broke out into the small pieces, and these plates, small pieces, and the plates are called the tectonic plates. And the lithosphere plate, yani ki when that is the earth, and these are the layer of the earth. When we have to broken the earth, then this earth is divided into the small plates, and these plates are called the lithosphere plate. When you have to digging the land and daga land, कोई एक जगह गड्ढा आप खोदते हैं, then you have to find, sometimes you have seen that there are so many layers inside the earth, and each layer is having the different type of the color due to the presence of the humus and the minerals. So that's why these layers are called the lithosphere layer, and time to time these layers also change their color due to the movements of the earth. So now there are 7 major lithosphere plates, and which are extremely very slow, because every day we have not feel the earthquake or the volcano and the natural disaster, but after a long movement and the long time we have to feel that. Before few at the last month we have feel the earthquake in the Delhi, and the Bhuj earthquake was very famous because lot of destruction was there, and so many earthquakes were there, but it was very slow process in the lithosphere plates. Now, the movement occurred due to the heat generated by the molten magma inside the earth, because when the earth is there, then inside the earth there is a molten magma. When this magma became the more heat, then the earth changed, then the earth create the movement. It means that the movement is created inside the earth, and due to this movement the human beings have felt the earthquake and the other natural disaster. Now, the which moves in circular manner, means that the magma moved in a circular manner inside the earth, and this these movements which are called the tectonic movement, yani ki what movement is going on in a circular manner inside the lithosphere plate and the tectonic plate, these movements are called the tectonic plate, because the tectonic plate is like this. So means that when any movement will be there, this tectonic plate is shifted like this, यानी कि प्लेट आगे पीछे हो जाती है, when the it will be या फिर एक दूसरे के ऊपर चढ़ जाती हैं या फिर एक दूसरे से टकराती हैं, यानी कि 3 type of the movements are there, कि they will be shifted from upper and the lower, and they will be shift above the another one, and they should be move from other, ये एक दूसरे अलग चली जाती हैं, जोर से टकराती हैं, and due to these movement we have to feel the earthquake and the other movement inside the earth and the natural disaster also. All these movements are named the endogenic force, means that total यानी कि movements in the lithosphere plate, movements in the tectonic plate are called the endogenic force and the exogenic force. We have written here endogenic force and the exogenic force. And what is it? Exogenic force act in the interior, the earth leading the earthquake. Endogenic force यानी कि upper one, it is more responsible when this movement will be held inside the earth layer, lithosphere and the tectonic. Then we have the earthquake, volcanic eruption and the landslide. Landslide means the land will be, जो धरती नीचे धस जाती है, नीचे बैठ जाती है, तो that is called the endogenic force. यानी कि these movements will be held due to the endogenic force. Now the exogenic force work on the surface of the earth and their effect can be seen in the form of erosion of the depositional features of the wind. Means that these movements are held when the very heavy velocities wind will be blowing. Then due to that the upper layer of the earth, yani surface of the earth, it will be eroded. Yani upper layer will be eroded, and the features of these are the features on the surface of the, yani ki endogenic force work inside the earth, exogenic force work on surface of the earth के ऊपर work करता है, and due to this force we have to feel the volcanic activity, earthquake, tsunami, etc. And due to the exogenic force we have to feel the depositional features, heavy wind and water and ice. बहुत तेज रेनों का आना, जैसे फॉर एन एग्जाम्पल वी हैव टू कॉल बादल फट गए या बारिश नहीं रुक रही है, फ्लड आ गया, सुनामी आ गया, तो these activities are held due to the exogenic force. Now let's start by the animation video, and in the next video we will discuss about the volcano, earthquake and the tsunami.
Locate places on the earth. All parallel circles from the east to west are parallels of latitudes. These are measured in degrees. The equator represents the 0 degree latitude. The distance from the equator to either of the pole is 1/4 of a circle round the earth. It will measure 1/4 of 360 degree, that is 90 degree. 90 degree north latitude marks the North Pole and 90 degree south latitude marks the South Pole. All parallels north of the equator are called north latitudes. Similarly, all parallels south of the equator are called south latitudes. So, the value of each latitude is followed by the word north and south. Important parallels of latitudes. Besides the equator, the North Pole and the South Pole, there are 4 important parallels of latitudes. First, Tropic of Cancer, that is 23.5 degree north. Number 2, Tropic of Capricorn, that is 23.5 degree south. Number 3, Arctic Circle at 66.5 degree north. Fourth, Antarctic Circle at 66.5 degree south. Heat zones of the earth. The midday sun is exactly overhead at least once a year on all latitudes in between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. Thus, these areas receives the maximum heat is called the torrid zone. The midday sun never shines overhead on any latitudes beyond the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. The angle of sun's rays goes on decreasing towards the poles. As such areas bounded by Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle and the Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle have moderate temperatures. Therefore, these are called temperate zones. Area lying between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole in the Northern Hemisphere and the Antarctic Circle and the South Pole in the Southern Hemisphere are very cold because here the sun does not rise much above the horizon. Therefore, its rays are always slanting and provides less heat. So, these are called freezed zones. In next session, we will study about meridians of longitudes.